Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day number 12. Way to go. We're going to have some fun, powerful play today. We are going to start in a nice, easy seated position. So go ahead and meet me on your mat, finding our most beautiful, easy pose here. If Indian style suits you, come to Indian style. If left foot and then right foot in front works better, do that. You could also pop a block under your sits bones or a pillow or a blanket. Give you a little more space there. Go ahead and put the hands on the knees and shut the eyes down. Becoming aware of our present moment here today. Acknowledging that we are absolutely amazing for simply showing up for ourselves. Begin to notice your breath, how your body is feeling today. A great intention for this practice will be I am powerful. And you could also do I am playful. Both of those would be fitting today. Go ahead and take a few conscious inhales and exhales, filling up through the abdomen and the chest, and letting them go. Watching the thoughts that pop up, acknowledging them, and then watching them go as well. We're going to start with cat-cows in our seated position. So on your exhale, we will round through the spine. And on the inhale, we will push through the chest. Maybe slightly looking up. And exhale, round. Let's just do this a few times. Getting that spine all nice and warmed up here. Always a very important part of the practice. So yeah, just flowing with your breath here. Allowing the exhales to round and the inhales to puff that chest. Beautiful. On your next inhale, go ahead and sit up nice and tall. And inhale, those arms up overhead. We're going to drop our left hand down to the mat and go over towards the left. Right arm is still up in the air. Right side body stretch here. Gaze is up towards the ceiling. And inhale, back up, both arms up. Drop the right hand down and left hand sweeps over towards the right. So now we're stretching all down through the left side body. Breathing, gaze is up towards the ceiling. We're not dumping or collapsing over here like this. We are lifted and expansive. And inhale, back up. And let's go ahead and drop over to the left. Right arm sweeps up over again. It might feel a little better the second time. And inhale, back up to center. Drop the right hand down, left hand sweeps over. And inhale, back up. Let's go ahead and come on to all fours. Let's go ahead and get into your most beautiful all fours position. Hips over our knees. And we want our shoulders over our wrists. So go ahead and find your most beautiful all fours. And yes, once we get here, we are going to take the right arm out long and the left leg out. So right arm, left leg. We are just balancing here. So a lot of times we like to crunch here, but that's not what we're doing. We're just balancing, engaging all the muscles, finding a gazing point can help. Just breathing, no holding or clenching here. Beautiful, and release. Go ahead and plant that right hand. And left knee down. Let's do the other side. Left hand out, right foot back. Takes lots of core strength to balance our entire bodies. So just make sure you stay engaged. Stay smiling. I don't keep you here long. And release. Beautiful. So let's take knee circles with our left knee first. So let's lift it up like a fire hydrant puppy pose here. And then we're going to take circles. So just take circles. We're going to go right for 3 times. And then we'll reverse the circle and go left for 3 times. Make these big, big, big circles. And reverse. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. So now we're going to make fire hydrant with the right and then take big circles. And reverse it. And release. Beautiful. Go ahead and take those knees to the outside edges of the mat, toes to touch, and push back into our extended child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly begin to rise up. Tuck those toes. Go on and come into your downward facing dog here. It's our first down dog of the day, so go ahead and start by giving your dog a nice little walk. And go ahead and step, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Forward fold here. Go ahead and interlace your hands behind your back and allow your hands to drop over here. Nice sway side to side. Nice bend in the knees. It's always amazing. And release those hands. On your next inhale, come up to your halfway lift. Weight is in the toes, like nice long spine. Exhale, fold over those legs. Inhale, root to rise, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale down through heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Plant those hands. Step the right foot back, followed by the left. Lower down the knees, the chest, and the chin. And roll forward into our cobra. And meet me back. Downward facing dog. Nice. On your next inhale, go ahead and sweep that right leg up. Knee to nose. And place it in between the hands. Lower down that left leg. We are in our low lunge. You can just feel into this low lunge here. If you want, you can rise up, crescent lunge. And exhale. Frame that foot and step back. Downward dog. Beautiful. On your next inhale, lift that left leg up, three-leg dog. Knee to nose. Big round through the spine. And step that foot in between the hands. Lower down that right knee. And feel into this low lunge on this side. And if you want, you can rise up into our crescent lunge. And exhale. Plant that, frame that foot, step back, downward dog. Very nice. Roll forward into plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Push up into our upward facing dog. And meet me back, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. And inhale. Right leg up, three-leg dog. Open up through those hips. Maybe look under that left arm, see if you can see those right toes. No dumping or collapsing in the shoulders here. And bring it through in between the hands. Now we are in our runner's lunge. So stay low here, feeling into this. Feeling that left psoas stretch, right thigh stretch, right hamstring. And let's heel toe our right foot out. We're going to come down into lizard. You can drop that left knee if you want. Untuck that left toe. Feel into this. If you want, you can come down to your forearms. Maybe pressing on that right thigh there. Pulling through that right hip. Breathing love into these areas. Sending our loving energy to the places that are tight. Beautiful. And walk back up. Heel toe that right foot into center. Go ahead and tuck those left toes and lift that knee. Leave the left hand planted. We're going to sweep the right hand up towards the sky for our revolved side angle. Breathe. Very nice. Frame that foot. Step back, three-leg dog. Now you can do a vinyasa with your three-leg dog, or you can release that foot down and do a regular vinyasa. Either way, let's roll forward into plank. Lower down chaturanga. Push up into our upward facing dog. And meet me back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, go ahead and sweep that left leg up. Open through those hips. No collapsing through the shoulders though. And come forward. Release that foot in between the hands. Here we are. Runner's lunge on left side. Just rocking forwards and backwards. Before we come down into our lizard. And you can keep the right toes lifted or knee lifted, or you can drop it down. Go ahead and heel toe that left foot out. And feel into this lizard position here. If you want, you can come down to your forearms. And if you want to press on that left thigh, making sure your foot does not come off of the mat though. It's still planted. We're not rolling onto the outside of that foot. Getting all into these hips today, releasing those emotions, letting them go. Finding the play and the child inside of you. Very nice. Slowly begin to come back up. And heel toe that foot back to the middle. Tuck those right feet and I cannot get my words out on the knee. Put that right foot hand down. Left hand sweeps up towards the sky here for our revolved side angle. Breathe. Gaze is up towards that left hand. Very nice. Frame that foot and step back, three-leg dog. If you took the three-legged vinyasa on the other side, I challenge you to do it here. Otherwise, just take a regular vinyasa, or you could choose child's pose. Roll forward into plank. Lower down chaturanga. Push up, upward facing dog. Meet me back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Very nice. So yes, like I said, child's pose is always an option here. Just take a few deep breaths. And go ahead and walk those hands back to the feet and roll up. If you're in child's pose, go ahead and meet us in a beautiful standing position. Here we go. We are going to try for eagle arms and legs here. So we're going to take our left foot firmly planted this time. So our right's going to wrap. Same with the top. Our left is our root and our right will wrap. Okay? So we're going to start with the legs and then we'll get into the upper body. So go ahead and take your right foot and cross it. This is where we start. We are kind of like in a little cross-legged standing. We're not seated, but we're standing. The next thing we're going to try and wrap that right foot around the left calf. If you fall, it's okay. We are yogis. We get back up and we try again. Left hand, right arm wraps. Okay? So you're trying to get your left hand into your right palm. Breathe. You can try to squat here. Come back up if you want to play. Little crunches in our eagle here. These are really, really fun to do on the floor. Playing with that balance. Beautiful. Release. Yes. Maybe a little knocking on heaven's door action here. And we'll play with the other side. This is not everyone's favorite. Eagle can be kind of fun for me though. So this time we're going to plant our right foot down. Cross our left foot over. Our nice little cross-legged position here. And then try to wrap. You may not be able to do it on both sides. It's okay. Do you see why I like to do the legs first? That way we have our arms to help gain our balance. Right hand and then left wraps. Beautiful. And if you played on the other side, you can try to crunch here. Otherwise, just hold steady. Just playing. Finding that child inside of you and playing with it. You don't have to wrap to play. Ah, yes. Release that out. Very nice. Take a wide stance here. Feet are pointed towards the outside edges of our mat. We're coming down into goddess. So you're going to bend those knees. And let's feel this. How does this feel? Arms in cactus feels better. Maybe. Arms overhead. Hands at heart center. Find whatever feels good for you here. Breathing. No holding or clenching here. And let's come on up to star. Arms up, legs straight. And exhale back down into our goddess. Breathing. Back up into star. Rock stars. Back into goddess. Ah, gotcha. Heel toe those feet in. And let's come on down into our yogi squat. Pushing the elbows into the knees. Hands at heart center here. Nice long spine. You're a rock star. You are amazing. Absolutely. Gently, let's sit back to our booties. Now we are going to come onto our back because you know we got to do some core with some power yoga. So you can rock and roll here, or you can just come onto your back, whichever feels best for you. Let's get them legs up in the air. Yes. We're going to do leg lifts, and then we're going to do hip lifts. So you can go and tuck your hands under your booty. We're just going to do 10 of them, not a big deal, okay? Legs pointed straight and feet pointed, or bent, toes pointed. Flexed feet, don't make this as easy. So let's point those toes, okay? Slowly with my count, okay? Lower, and back up. 1, lower, back up. 2, lower, back up. 3, lower, back up. 4, lower, back up. 5, lower, back up. 6, lower, back up. 7, lower, back up. 8, lower, up. That's 9, lower, up. 10, hug those knees in. I think that was right. I don't think I lost my count there. Okay, so next is our hip lifts. So we can tuck those feet again, or I can't get my words out right, you guys. I'm so sorry. Those sits bones. Tuck those hands under your booty, legs up. We're lifting the hips. So this time you can keep your legs and feet however you'd like them. The main purpose is to get the hips off the floor. We're trying to use our core to get the hips off the floor, okay? 10 times. And ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Hug those knees. We're going to rock and roll up to boat. So just massage through that spine a few times. And on your last rock, come into boat. Hands out by the legs, or they can be behind the thighs here. Breathe. Smile. Cross those feet, plant those hands, jump back into plank. Lower down chaturanga, push up. Upward facing dog is our last vinyasa. Push back, meet me in child's pose. Way to go. Powerful playtime.
My favorite. Begin to allow your breath to return back to its normal rhythm. Acknowledging yourself as the rock star that you are. And push up
into our kneeling position, hands in the lap. Close your eyes. Let's take some nice deep breaths here. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. I hope this practice has left you feeling powerfully playful. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Namaste.